Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Young and Restless fans had a hunch that there was more to the twist in Diane's story than met the eye, and they were correct. It's clear that the devious Diane is colluding with someone, but who? Keep reading. When Jack and Diane began having epic and very public spats, Young and Restless fans quickly began to wonder if they were putting it all on for show. For whose benefit? Why, Victor's, of course. Lulling the mustache into a false sense of security by having him believe his plan to ruin Jack's life was working might throw him off of his game. Moreover, Diane and Jack could divide and conquer, so to speak, with one working on getting Kyle back into the fold as the other dealt with the Black Knight. But developments after the fact threw that theory into question somewhat. Diane was fired from Jebot and moved out of the Abbott manse. Pretty extreme measures for a ruse. Diane and Kyle have battled publicly, and her plot to get him fired from Glissade was exposed by Victor in his latest maneuver, which very obviously threw Diane for a loop. Going back to her suite at the club, Diane made a cryptic phone call to someone unknown and told them, "We have a problem," and that things were not turning out the way they planned. It could have been Jack she was speaking to, but there are other, more shocking, possibilities. It all comes down to what Diane's true agenda is. If she's working with Jack to beat Victor at his own game and reunite their family, that's one thing. However, if Diane is truly, as even Tracy believes, out for herself and wants Glissade, then she could be working with the only other person in town who has the same goal. Asterisk drumroll please asterisk. Audra Charles. This would be shocking given that Diane has historically had nothing but utter contempt for her son's former bed partner. But no one wants Kyle fired more than the ousted ex-CEO, which is exactly what Diane asked Victor to do. Audra has also told Nate she's bent and determined to fight to get back what's hers. But Audra's not the only possibility. Unfortunately for Diane and her mystery partner, Victor turned the tables on her by exposing her to Kyle. This was clearly not in the plan. Diane obviously didn't intend for Kyle to know that she was behind his would-be firing, which suggests that either A, she is colluding with Jack, or B, it presented an unforeseen setback in a plan to take over Glissade. If Diane had been able to convince Victor to hand over the reins of the cosmetics company to her to hurt Jack, he'd have had no more use for it. Meaning another investor could swoop in and join Diane. Who do we know with that kind of money and that kind of interest in Glissade? Why, none other than gone but never forgotten Tucker McCall. That's who. Diane and Tucker worked together in the past in Los Angeles, and it was he who helped spring her back from the dead return on the Abbotts. With his son Devin getting married next week, it would be a timely return for the beleaguered businessman and father. He may even be the big shock that will rock Dabby's wedding, as his unscheduled arrival would certainly stir the pot, what with Ashley back and the bride hating his guts. Let us know who you think Diane is colluding with by posting in the comment section below.